guys, so today's video is going to be my updated self-tanning routine. I do always try out new products constantly and self-tanners are no exception. So I wanted to show you guys the one that I've been loving recently. This is the Tansuticals CC Color and Correct Self-Tanning Body Lotion. And I have to say, I love it. Like, it is the most foolproof, streak-free formula I have ever tried. Sometimes I'll even layer on a couple coats at once just to kind of maximize the tanning, expedite the tanning process. And I'm never left with streaks or blotchiness or darker areas. Sometimes your elbows or your hands will turn out darker than the rest of your body. Sometimes you can get dark areas around, I'm trying to think of a prettier word for armpits, around your underarms, and that never happens with this. It's almost like the areas that you apply it to, the edges sort of soften, so everything blends together seamlessly from top to bottom, and it just gives you a really nice natural color. I also love that it doesn't make me smell like a Frito or a Cheeto or a Dorito. It just kind of has no fragrance, except for when you first apply it, it smells like coconuts, which you guys know I love. So I'm gonna try to give you as many tips and tricks in this video as I can. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up if you would like to see more routine type videos in the future. Now that you've seen the after, this is the end result. Keep watching if you would like to see the before and everything in between. Okay guys, so I just got out of the shower and I did my little pre-tanning routine, which I will touch on. As you can see, I am extremely fair naturally. I mean, if you hold me up to the light, I pretty much am transparent. You can see all my internal organs and my veins and my entire circulatory system. Just to be clear, there's nothing wrong with embracing your natural skin tone, but I guess my point is I have to be very picky with the self-tanners I choose for them to look natural on me. So I am going to the beach this weekend and I want to get a glow before I go, so I thought I'd show you guys how I do that. So when I'm in the shower, I'll, like shave and everything like that to prep my skin. You want to exfoliate however you like to do that. I use exfoliating scrubs on my face, but for some reason they just don't work on my body, so I tend to, use a washcloth or buff my skin with a towel when I get out of the shower. The important thing is that you just get that dead skin off so that your tanner goes on nice and even, and then you want to moisturize. So I usually go for a lotion that's on the lighter side but still hydrates really well so that it dries more quickly. And I don't like to apply my self tanner right after I've applied my lotion, because then you're going to have a barrier of product between your skin and your tanner, so it might not develop as dark. First things first, just gonna tie my hair back. Okay, so I'm actually gonna be doing my face first, and I'm using the Tansuticals CC Color and Correct Self-Tanning Face Lotion in the shade Dark. And I'm actually just gonna be applying this with my fingers. It looks like this. It is a white lotion. I prefer using my hands when I'm applying a self-tanning lotion like this, just because I feel like it goes on nice and even. So I'm just gonna apply that with my hands and blend it down my neck. You want to make sure you get a nice blend around the edges of your face, around your hairline, and around the eye area as well. Just kind of tap it in. This is a really nice self-tanning lotion for the face too, because it's very rich and moisturizing, but it's not greasy at all. So I just prefer applying that with my hands. And then once I'm all done and I have that blended in, I'll just go wash my hands really thoroughly with soap and water before I move on to my body. Right before I apply my sunless tanner, I like to apply extra moisturizer to my hands, my wrists. A lot of times I'll go down this area, my arm, my elbows, knees, toes, ankles, whatever areas on your body tend to be more dry, because they will kind of like suck up and absorb more self-tanner and then end up darker. So if you apply a bit more moisturizer, you can kind of get a nice even color from head to toe. Next, I'm going to apply the Tansuticals CC Color and Correct Self-Tanning Body Lotion. This is also in the shade Dark, and I'm using, where are you? I'm using the Tansuticals mitt. So I just applied some product to the mitt, and I always start on my arms. I don't know why, it's just kind of my routine. And the areas that I usually miss on my arms tend to be the back of them, so I just like to make sure after I'm done blending it all in, I just kind of go behind my arm and give it a nice once over to make sure I haven't missed any spots. But this tanner is really easy to blend in because it's just so creamy, so it's just really easy to smooth across the skin and get an even result. And at the same time, it dries really quickly. So I remember back in the day when I would get spray tans, this is going way back in the day, but I would leave feeling so sticky, like I was coated with a layer of tanner, which I was, but this doesn't feel like that at all. It doesn't transfer either because it doesn't have a color guard, so you don't have to worry about the mess with this. You could go outside during the day wearing this product if you wanted to. Typically, I do sleep with my self tanner on and just let the color develop overnight because you want to let it develop for about 5 to 7 hours. So it's just easier that way. But if you wanted to go out during the day, you know, you don't have a layer of color guard all over your body, which I really like as well. I was looking for a little spaghetti strap tank top to wear for this video. I thought it might work out better, but they were all in the laundry, so we're just gonna have to try to work around these straps. I always make sure to get the back of my neck because sometimes I'll put my hair in a ponytail and then I'll realize that my neck is like 8 shades lighter than the rest of my body. Okay, just gonna do the other arm. And the other thing that I love about this product, it has cosmeceuticals in it, so it has things that are really good for your skin, and it's not gonna dry your skin out. So there's been so many times where I've tried other tanning lotions, but they don't really moisturize, they kind of just develop into a tan color, but you don't feel like your skin is really hydrated. This kind of hydrates it, and it gives you a nice sun-kissed look at the same time. And then I'll just give my arms a once over underneath, like I said, so we don't have any gaps. And one thing that I will do sometimes is I'll take a little bit of extra tanner and I'll apply it to the inner and outer edges of my arm. I'll do the same thing on my stomach and my legs, and it kind of gives a little contour action to your body. And when I'm doing my legs, I'll actually take a little bit of extra tanner and apply it. I'll do the motion for you in kind of a half moon shape. Underneath my butt cheek, and it kind of gives the illusion of a perkier booty, or for me, the illusion that I have one at all, because I don't, but it's just a little trick, you know, a little something something. So once I'm done, I will go ahead and apply whatever's left on the mitt to my hands. So I'll just make sure I go in between my fingers and just give it a little once over. You can always go back in with your moisturizer afterwards. In fact, I usually do this. Go back in and apply it to your hands. It's not going to mess it up or anything. It's just going to make sure that the color doesn't get too dark again and make sure that there are no streaks. So now the answer to the most asked question I get on every single tanning video I've ever done. In fact, I'm sure there's a couple of you out there right now that are mid-type on this question. So everybody always wants to know how I apply self-tanner to my back. It's kind of weird because I can't do a split to save my life, but for some reason I'm flexible enough. I am sort of able to just apply it, like kind of go like this and then go around like that and apply it. I can't do this without the mitt, like if I'm just using my hands or something, but just kind of apply it to my back like that. If you don't have freakishly flexible shoulders, there is this product right here. So this is called a Body Buddy, and it's covered with a non-absorbent material. So it's kind of like a faux leather feel to it, I would say, and it has handles. And then you just kind of do one of these and it really evenly distributes the product for you. So after you've rinsed it off and you have a nice fresh tan, I think the most important thing to keep it lasting for a long time is drink a ton of water. Stay hydrated, moisturize. You'll notice if you drink a lot of water and you're ready to exfoliate, all of your old tan will just kind of slide off all at once so easily when it's ready to be removed. And then your new tan will last even longer and, you know, fade evenly as well. So make sure you drink your water, kids. Alright guys, so this is the finished result. My color is all done developing, and as you can see, it is a really gorgeous natural shade. It just looks really sun-kissed and pretty, and you know, it looks natural for me. Not only do I not smell like a Dorito, but I don't look like one either, which is always good. I don't have any weird spots on my elbows or anything like that, and typically what I like to do is self-tan back-to-back days. So I'll apply it one night and then again the next night, and that will usually get me to my desired tan level. And this will last you about 5 to 7 days, so I'm usually good to go for about a week. It definitely fades, I think, as evenly as it goes on. And I'm so excited to have a nice fresh tan for the beach, so I'm not tempted whatsoever to lay out in the sun. No excuses. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I think that is everything that I had to tell you for today, but I love you guys so much, and I will see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye!